Happy Saturday, guys, and happy Pride Month. So I thought it would be fun to take you with me this weekend. I have a lot of stuff to get done. I'm going on a trip on Monday, so lots of fun things going on this weekend. Let's go cook breakfast. So I've just got some hash browns in this skillet here with a little bit of butter and oil, and I'm just gonna cook these up until they're nice and golden brown, and then I'm also gonna make some breakfast sandwiches. So this is the seasoning I like to use for hash browns, either this or Lowry seasoned salt. This is like hard for me to find here. Sometimes when I go to Montana for work, if I have to go, I'll pick up a couple bottles of it in the grocery store there. But you can also buy it on Amazon, so I'll link it down below. It's just like onion, garlic, salt, and pepper. It's like a really neutral seasoning, and I don't know, for some reason it goes really good with potatoes. All right, so I've got some ham out of the fridge, some eggs, English muffins, leftover bacon, actually from last weekend. Connor wants bacon, egg, and cheese. And then some sausage patties, some American cheese. Actually, I might make Kira bagels. She likes sausage bagels. So I'm just cooking up these sausage patties. I just get these from Walmart. They're super convenient, easy to cook up in a skillet. Okay, I'm gonna add more seasoning. Eminem released a brand new song. Is it to Abracadabra? Oh. Okay, so I made myself an omelet with 2 eggs, and then I just put some Boursin cheese in it, a couple tablespoons. I haven't really tried this before, so we'll see how it is. All right, and then I just made 2 pieces of sourdough toast. Okay, so nothing too exciting happening yet today. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon now. I'm up here in my office working on some admin stuff for YouTube, but we have a soccer game this afternoon. Connor just has 1 game, and it's about 40 minutes away, so we're gonna be leaving for that soon. But we should have time to come home and I can cook dinner and get some more things done. All right, so I wanted to let you guys know that today's weekend prep video is sponsored by Helix. I've been working with them for such a long time here on my channel, and I can genuinely very wholeheartedly recommend their mattresses. Actually, everyone in my house has a Helix mattress and we love them. Helix has premium mattresses, and the cool thing about them is that they are customized to fit your needs, and they are delivered right to your door, which if you've ever had to go mattress shopping before, you'll know is a huge plus. Helix actually has a sleep quiz that you can take on their website, and so it will match you to the perfect mattress for you or you and your partner's needs based on your responses. Adam and I have the Helix Plus. We've had it for over a year now. We absolutely love it. In fact, when I'm traveling for work, I can tell that I never sleep as well, and so I can't wait every time to get home to my Helix mattress. Like I said, Helix will deliver your mattress straight to your door, rolled up in a box with free shipping in the US. It's actually super easy to set up. When we set ours up, even Adam was remarking how easy it was and how he didn't need any special tools to do it. And if you're nervous to buy a mattress online, they actually have a 100-night sleep trial, so you can test the mattress out and make sure you love it. They also offer a 10-year warranty, and if you need financing options or payment plans, they've got you covered there as well. Helix actually offers 20 unique mattresses, so you can be sure to find something that fits your needs. They have award-winning Luxe and Ultra Premium Elite collections. They have a Helix Plus, a mattress designed for big and tall sleepers, and the Helix Kids mattress, which is designed for growing bodies. So I'll have a link in the description box below, and I'll also put a button on the screen right here if you're on your phone, but you can go to helixsleep.com/Jen Chapin, and that is gonna give you 20% off your Helix mattress, plus you're gonna get 2 free pillows. We have a bunch of the pillows as well. We love them. Again, helixsleep.com/Jen Chapin. Don't miss this deal because you're gonna get 20% off your order. Super easy, no muss, no fuss, and sleep is one of the most important things that we can do to be healthy and productive in our life, so highly recommend Helix. Okay, so we just got back from soccer. I need to make dinner. It's almost 5 o'clock, but first I'm gonna clean up these breakfast dishes, do the dishes in the sink. I can never start cooking unless I have a clean kitchen. How about you guys? Hi. Okay, so for dinner I'm making this HelloFresh meal. It's a Monterey Jack chicken with green beans and potato wedges. So I went ahead and washed up my green beans. I'm just gonna see what else I have here in the bag. The first thing I need to do is cut up the potatoes and get those in the oven. Okay, so I've washed up my potatoes and I'm just gonna cut these into kind of similar sized wedges and put them on parchment paper. I'm gonna drizzle these with just a little bit of olive oil. Add 1 packet of the ranch spice. I'm gonna add some salt and then toss these together. I'm gonna take the time to place the potato wedges on one flat side. That way they get crispy. And then halfway through, I'll turn them over so the other side of the wedge can get crispy also. All right, I'm gonna put these in a 425-degree oven for about 25 minutes. All right, so in this bowl, I have 2 tablespoons of melted butter. I'm gonna add some panko breadcrumbs, the rest of the ranch, and then some Monterey Jack cheese. So I took my chicken breasts and just pat them dry with paper towel. I put them on a baking sheet with some foil, and I'm just gonna season them with some of the ranch spice and salt. Okay, and then to get the panko to stick, we're gonna add some mayo. All right, I'm just gonna spread the mayo. Okay, these are gonna go in the oven with the potatoes. I've got a pot here, so I'm just gonna take my green beans and trim the ends off, and then we'll steam those on the stove. So I wanna use up some stuff in my fridge, so I'm gonna go ahead and make some caprese salad also. So I've got some tomatoes, some of this mozzarella that I got at Aldi, and some fresh basil. I'm gonna cut my tomatoes in half and put them in a bowl. I'm gonna season these with some salt, pepper, some olive oil. There's actually a ton of basil in this container from Aldi. I'll just use half of it. Okay, I like to put a little bit of either shallot or green onion in my caprese, but that is optional. Okay, so here's how everything turned out. The chicken turned out good. I did taste a piece of it. Potato wedges, green beans, and then I did make a little bit of spicy mayo per the recipe. But yeah, I think it turned out good. I really do like HelloFresh. I'm not sponsored by them. I buy it with my own money. I do have a coupon code though, and you can get a free box. If you've never tried it, just try it and get some free food and then cancel if you want. But yeah, it's really good. I just dropped my phone. Good morning, happy Sunday. I thought I would just chat with you guys a little bit. I haven't even gotten ready today yet. I just got done making breakfast and I'm just working on some things on my computer. I am like so behind on emails. The thing about like managing a YouTube channel while having a full-time job is that essentially I have 2 jobs and that means I have like 2 email inboxes to manage, which, you know, can be challenging. But anyway, I am actually working right now on a free guide that I'm hoping to publish within the next month or so. And it is how I grew my channel to 100,000 subscribers and made multiple 6 figures on YouTube while working a full-time job. I'm super excited about this because I think that obviously a lot of people have grown their YouTube channel 200,000 subscribers and beyond, and many more people are much more successful than I am. But I think that my situation is a little bit unique because I did all this while I was taking care of kids and a family and working a full-time job. So I've kind of come to the point where I want to like share some of that with people in my audience who may also be interested in starting a YouTube channel. I personally think that financial opportunity and financial freedom for women is something that is super, super important. And I want to share that because I think that there's a lot of financial opportunity on social media and on YouTube. So if you're interested in starting a YouTube channel or growing a YouTube channel, keep an eye out for that within the next month or so. But today I have to decide what I need to get done. So I do have a video that I need to finish editing and get posted tonight. It has to be posted today because it's a brand video. And I also was going to go to Aldi and film some for that. So I'm kind of thinking of how that's gonna fit into my day. I think the main thing that I wanna get done today is to change our sheets, get laundry done, and then start figuring out what I'm gonna wear this week. I am going to Atlanta this week, which, like, I swear to God, I go there all the time. If I had a punch card, this would be like my 10th free trip. Like, the 10th trip is free to Atlanta. I didn't explain that very well, but you know what I mean. So anyway, I'm going there this week. The good thing is that my flight isn't until 11 a.m. tomorrow, which makes me a lot less anxious than having a 6 a.m. flight. I've started to kind of figure out what like works for me in terms of like travel and just kind of making those boundaries and trying to, you know, schedule my flights around that if I can. I can't always, it's not possible. But for example, taking an 11 a.m. flight on a Monday morning is way better than taking a 6 a.m. flight on a Monday morning, especially since I can have some time in the morning to, like, you know, say bye to the kids and finish packing my stuff and do anything that I need to do. We are actually going to be getting a new fridge delivered this week, this coming Friday. You guys that have followed me for a while know my complete and utter dissatisfaction with our Samsung fridge that we have, and we got it when we built our house. It's been almost 7 years ago now, and the refrigerator itself and the freezer still work. That's about the only thing that works on it, which is why it's taken me such a long time to order a new one, because I just couldn't bring myself to like replace it when it still worked. But the part that's really irritating me is that we don't have an ice maker anymore, and we've actually replaced it twice. And so we ended up getting a countertop ice maker, and that worked for a while, but now we can't get the countertop ice maker clean enough. Like, the ice always tastes funny. And I've cleaned it out with everything. I've like purchased, you know, bottles of like ice machine cleaner. I've tried to do it with vinegar. I've tried so many things, and I can't get it. So last weekend we had a free weekend, and we went to one of the appliance stores in the Quad Cities, and we just ended up ordering a Frigidaire. I think it's a Frigidaire. So we talked to the guy, the salesperson there, and he's like, listen, I've been doing this for 20 years, and I understand that Samsung has had a lot of problems. He's like, they fixed a lot of them, but I understand if you don't want to buy another one. And I went in there really thinking that we were going to get a Bosch or a KitchenAid, and he actually downsold us to a Frigidaire, which I was like, I didn't expect that to happen. But honestly, like, the way he was explaining it is, he's like, all it is a compressor and a box. Like, he's like, you know, the KitchenAid and the Bosch may like look fancy, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, but do you really want to spend like twice as much? And I'm like, no, like, not really. Because appliances, I just feel like they just don't, I sound old when I say this, but it's like, they just don't last like they once did. You know, I feel like in the 70s and 80s. We have a garage fridge that's like an Amana, just like a plain white fridge that's probably from the early 90s, that's like still working perfectly to this day, and it's in our hot garage. But then it's like, now you can buy a fridge for like $2,000, and he's like, listen, if you get like 7 to 8 to up to 10 years out of it, that's really good for like how appliances are built now. So I'm like, well, okay. So anyway, we ended up getting a Frigidaire, and the thing that really like is exciting to me about it is like it has the French door fridge on the top and then the freezer, the pull-out freezer on the bottom, but then it has that drawer in the middle that pulls out. Some people I've seen put like snacks and like their deli stuff in there. I'm super excited to be able to put drinks in there because I feel like the way my fridge is organized now, like we always have at least like a 12-pack of cans in there, plus whatever else, you know, Gatorade, flavored water, like all that crap. My in-laws actually have a fridge like that with that middle drawer, and they put drinks in there. They just like lay all the cans and bottles down. I'm so freaking excited to have that. And the ice maker is actually in the freezer, which is what we wanted because the ice maker that we had now and the water, we actually did not want it on the front of the fridge. Like I know a lot of people like it on the front of the fridge, but when you have kids and they're trying to get like ice and water and it's like spraying out all over onto like your wood laminate floor, I'm just like, no. So we got the pull-out freezer with the ice in the freezer, and then the water dispenser is actually like on this, like on the inside of the door. So that was the other thing, is that our kids often fill up like big containers of water. So like Connor, when he goes to like soccer practice or games, he's got like big jugs that he fills with ice and water and takes with him. Same for Kira when she goes to band camp and stuff like that. And so the water dispenser can actually accommodate these like big cups and jugs and things like that. So yeah, I am gonna film a video. Hopefully I'll be able to do that next Friday. Organize my new fridge. I'm so excited. So that's something that we did. And then I think I updated you guys like on my surgery and stuff, but as soon as I recovered from that a couple weeks ago, I ended up having to have a lumpectomy. I had precancerous cells in my right breast. They did a biopsy. All of that came back negative for cancer, but I'm still at increased risk because of my family history. And I had genetic testing done and all of that came back negative. So now I just have to keep following up every 6 months. So every 6 months I'll have alternating an MRI and a mammogram, like alternating every 6 months. I'm really not looking forward to that because what ends up happening when you have those is that they end up finding spots that then they have to biopsy. And for those of you who have had breast biopsies, you know that it is not the most pleasant thing. Like you typically have to stand up in, like you're getting a mammogram, because typically they're doing the biopsy under compression so that they can like guide the needle to the right spot. It's a whole thing. So you're like standing there, your boob's like clamped in the machine, and then they're like taking multiple samples. I mean, of course they numb you up, but it's still like ridiculously uncomfortable. Anyway, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So I'll be doing that. And then also another update. So I have been working with a health/weight loss coach, which has really been helping me kind of reframe the habits that I have and the speed with which I want to lose weight. I think one of the reasons why I kind of fell off last year was because I felt like I wasn't losing weight fast enough. And especially now, like everywhere you go on social media, people are on like Ozempic and Mozzarella and stuff like that. And like, I know that that's like, I've had weight loss surgery before. I'm like a weight loss surgery failure. I've succeeded and failed with many different things and diets. And at the end of the day, I know that if I take Ozempic or Wegovy, that in and of itself doesn't fix my habits. Like if I'm gonna lose weight and like, it's not just about losing weight, right? Like obviously I need to lose weight, but if I'm going to like be healthier, you know, lose excess body fat, like to exercise, like if I'm going to like ingrain those things into my daily habits, I have to do it myself. Like no medication or surgery or whatever is going to do that for me, right? And I also am very not super enthused about like the negative effects that those weight loss medications could have. I obviously know that things like that are rare. However, I know that those medications do cause like severe constipation in some people, and I do have a history of having a bowel obstruction, which I had to be hospitalized for at one point. So that has me like thinking to be cautious as well. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, that's not worth it. It's, you know, issues with pancreatitis, things like that. So no shade or anything like that to those of you who have been successful on those medications. I've just decided that I'm not going to do it at this point. I also, you know, there's also the issue of actually like finding the medications. I actually had an active Wegovy prescription for 6 months, from like November through May, and I was not able to find it anywhere. And so part of me is like, okay, well, if I start these meds, like let's say I do randomly find it in stock somewhere at a CVS, but then I get a month's supply of it and then I can't get any more. Like what's the point of that? You know what I mean? And I've heard other people having issues, but I don't know. It seems like in my area, it's super hard to find. I've heard other people in my area like calling like up to like 27 different pharmacies trying to find it. It's like, I honestly, like, I don't have time. I don't have time to do that. So anyway, what I've been doing is I've been working with a coach. We've set my calories around like 2,100 per day, which has been super doable for me. Now I'm focusing on like the activity piece. I think with me, it's just like, I like walking. I like walking my dogs. It's just like actually getting out there and doing it. Because when I don't walk my dogs, we still have like an acre of property, so they still get exercise. So it's not like I live in an apartment and I like have to walk them. You know what I mean? That would probably force me to do it a little bit more. But yeah, and I think too, like with my schedule and like traveling pretty much every other week for work, that's just another complexity that's like thrown into it. So I don't know. I talked about that. I had a meeting with my coach this past week and we were talking about kind of like, you know, obviously if you want to be like super strict and you're like prepping for a bodybuilding show and you know, things like that, like, okay, you're not going to eat this, you're going to be super strict, you're not going to have one drink of alcohol, you're not going to do any of this. And like, that's not what my goal is. Like my goal is to figure out how to like fit all of this in with my messy fucking life. Like, for example, I went to DC a couple weeks ago for work and like, I swear, when I go to DC, like no one there has kids. I'm just kidding, some of them probably do. But everyone just wants to like go out every night after work, which I'm like, you know, it's good to like socialize and be amongst your peers, like in a non-work setting, like all of that is good or whatever, you know, but then it's like, I don't normally do that at home. Like I'm not like drinking, you know what I mean, after work on a daily basis. So that it's like, oh, well, you get all those calories and, you know, so it's just like complexities to have to navigate. And I just feel like, I don't know, we're all doing the best we can. Could I be doing better? Yes. I did upload a what I eat in a calorie deficit a couple weeks ago, and oh my gosh, some of the comments on that were like, you're eating too much and that's why you're still fat, blah blah blah. Like, I did not like share my calories in that video like intentionally, because sometimes people comment that like triggers them. So it's like, I don't know what to do and what to share. And it's like on social media, there is always just the sentiment. In fact, I posted a reel about it on Instagram that it's like, if you're overweight and you're not continuously trying to shrink your body on social media, you're just like a fat, lazy piece of shit. Like that, like honestly, that is the sentiment. I know not from everyone, but like that is it. Like you are only valuable, you are only smart, you are only worth it if you are continuously trying to like shrink your body. And it's like with all of the shit that I've gone through this past 6 months with like depression and this cancer scare and everything, like I've just not been in the headspace to put my mental energy towards trying to lose weight. But now I am back in a good space to do that. So I think life is complex and, you know, people don't always see, I think, behind the scenes. And that's why I'm always, I don't know, like I'm hesitant to share that stuff, because like when you are doing well and you're losing weight and you're on track, then it's like, yeah, you're awesome, blah, blah, blah. But then it's like, if you screw up, then it's like, oh, this is why you're still fat. You don't want it bad enough. Like, whatever. I mean, I've been doing this long enough to not necessarily, you know, take into account, like do I care what other people think? Like, of course I care what people think. Everyone cares what people think. Does it like influence what I do? No, not necessarily. But it's still hard for anyone who is a human being to, you know, get those comments. Anyway, so a lot of you kind of made comments like, you know, maybe you shouldn't share like it in the lens of like weight loss. Maybe you should just share it in a lens of like healthy habits. So I'm kind of trying to think about how I want to share that. And then, oh, the other thing was that so the week after I had surgery, I was like feeling better and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna film a video. I'm gonna take my camera to Walmart and I'm gonna just walk through and get some things and film a video. Do you know what I did? I left my camera at Walmart. Like literally I was in one of the cosmetic aisles and I swear to God, I set it down. I've never done this before in all my years. I think what I did was I set it down on the shelf to like film, and then I must have walked away and left it there. But I literally found out it was missing like within 5 minutes. And I immediately went back to the spot where I thought I had left it and it was gone. And I went to the customer service desk and I'm like, did anyone turn the camera on? They're like, no, it's probably too soon. So I was like, shit. So I went and did the rest of my shopping, and then I came back like 30 minutes later and they're like, no, we still haven't found it. They're like, but we'll take your number and we'll call you if we find it. Well, they never called me. So someone somewhere out there has a free camera. So it actually, I'm so weird. Like I've used the same camera for YouTube for like 6 years now. It's a Canon G7X Mark II. They actually don't even make it anymore, but it's like my absolute favorite camera. So I have purchased like multiple of this camera because there's one that I dropped before, the lens got fucked up, you know. And so I actually had one in my closet that was broken that I was saving. Why was I saving it? For parts? I don't know, like I'm a freaking camera repair person. So I actually just sent that off last week to see if they could fix it. But then I waited, I was like, okay, I need another camera, but I have a camera, like I have a Sony vlogging camera, but I don't necessarily like it. And so I'm like, and they're expensive. And so finally, I just bit the bullet last week and ordered a new camera. And hi, now you're on my new camera. But I'm like, this is a block to like letting me film. So I just need to bite the bullet and order a new one. Of course, now you can only get them like refurbished and stuff because they don't make them anymore, but whatever. So yeah, back to what I need to get done today. I just put some clothes in the washer. I think I'm gonna go like get ready now and at least do my hair and put on a little bit of makeup so I feel human. And then maybe we'll go to Aldi. I do need to get a few things from Walmart. Like we're out of paper plates, packing tape, soda, some other things. I did get like a lot of groceries at Aldi this week, so I don't necessarily need to get groceries, but what I do need to focus on is probably prepping some food today that A, my family can eat while I'm gone, and B, I actually want to prep some food to take with me this week. Not like a ton of it, but just enough so that I don't have to eat junk in the airport. And then that way we can try to like clean out as much of the fridge as possible because I don't want to have like a full fridge full of food and have to transfer everything when they come and deliver the new fridge. Do you know what I'm saying? By the way, when I was in DC last week, I had my nails done and they just like, I hardly ever have this problem, but they just started like popping off like one by one. And so I actually ordered a gel nail set from Amazon and well, you can see that this one popped off yesterday, but I actually kind of like it, so I don't know. I also got a couple comments asking if I got a divorce because I wasn't wearing a wedding ring in some of my videos. No, my wedding ring was actually broken. It was like, I don't know, the you know, the wedding band and the engagement ring are like soldered together, and it was like cracking where they were soldered together, so I had to go have it fixed, but I have it back now and they cleaned it and it looks really nice. So okay, enough blabbering. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys have seen this yet on social media. It's all over TikTok right now. It's like the granite stone Piezano pizza oven, and I'm just trying it out with some of the dough that I got from Aldi, and I'm just using some marinara sauce, and then I've got some fresh mozzarella and basil. The only thing I've tried this on so far has been a frozen pizza. And it was pretty good, but I think the thing with this is that it cooks super fast. Like you can see, I've literally only had this in here for like maybe 5 minutes. Like probably less than that. I'm gonna have to get it off, it's gonna stick. I feel like there's a learning curve with it, obviously, just like everything else. So I'm not gonna make an entire video quite yet on it, but you can see the bottom of it is a heated stone, so it gets the crust crispy. The only thing with using fresh mozzarella is that it's watery, and so sometimes this happens. But anyway, I'm gonna try this. I'm sure it's delicious. It looks delicious. All right, this is the third pizza that I have made, and I am sold on this thing. Look, if you guys like pizza, definitely think about this. Like I said, I'm gonna make a whole video on this because I want to kind of show you the pros and cons and how to use it. But this makes pizza so much better than an oven because it can get so much hotter, and then the stone on the bottom just like crisps up the crust. Look at that. This is what I made for Adam. It just has ham and pepperoni and mozzarella. But yeah, I'll link it down below. I just ordered mine on Amazon, and since they've gotten so popular, they're like pretty much on sale a lot, but can't beat it, man. Okay, so I decided actually not to go to Aldi today and film a video. I thought, you know what, I can just stay home. I can use what I have, edit that video, keep it pushing, and then I won't have to like go out of the house and waste hours at the grocery store, which is normally what happens when I try to do that. So I just ordered some groceries. I want to give you guys a grocery haul. Connor actually was like, we should go out for dinner tonight since mom's leaving tomorrow. And then he promptly fell asleep in his bed. So I don't know if we're actually gonna go out for dinner or what's gonna happen. You know that when the groceries come, there's, I know, you know. Is there treats in there for you? You know when the groceries come, there's treats. There's treats in there. Okay, let's get them. Let's get them. Already sit, good boy. There you go. All right, the doggies are occupied with their bones, so let's do a quick grocery haul. I'm planning on showing you guys also what I have in my fridge and prepping some things because I still have quite a bit of produce from Aldi. So I got some chips for the kids and Adam, I guess, to have this week. You know, school's out, so we gotta have all the all the snacks on hand. Not really, I usually buy these anyway for their lunch boxes. I got applesauce. Connor really loves those. These are, I'm gonna have to look on my receipt. I thought I ordered 2 1-pound packages of strawberries, but they gave me 2 8-ounce packages. Some tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, some croutons just to restock the pantry because I'm out. Some bananas. If you guys haven't tried this undercover quinoa crisps, these are so good. I have not tried the milk chocolate one before, so I'm giving that a try, but I tried the dark chocolate one and it was really good. It's like little crunchy quinoa in the chocolate. It's very good. I got some yogurts for the kids, Chobani Flips, confetti birthday cake. I just gave you, anyway, yogurt. I don't know, my kids go through phases on eating yogurt. Connor hasn't been liking it, but Kira likes it and she usually eats it while I'm gone. I'm trying to be better about like not overbuying for when I'm gonna be gone during the week because it always seems like I come back and they have barely eaten anything I've purchased. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens this week. I got s'mores and cookies and cream at Chobani Flips. I just got this to have in the pantry. I doubt I'll make it tomorrow morning before I leave, obviously, but I have some frozen biscuits in the freezer and I just got some gravy to go with that. Hollandaise, I always like to keep this in the pantry as well. I got a big bag of pizza rolls for the kids to have for lunches this week. They will definitely not eat all these, but whatever. Some bagels for breakfast. Kira likes to make sausage bagels. We also have cream cheese in the fridge. Kool-Aid jammers, Hidden Valley Ranch. Adam wanted a couple cans of soup to take for lunch this week to work, so I got vegetable beef and chicken noodle. Some more paper plates. If you too use paper plates, give this video a thumbs up. If you don't use paper plates and think that I'm super wasteful, give this video a thumbs down. It helps me either way. I don't know, it's something that's like, I feel like in all of the like cooking groups that I'm in on Facebook, I always see people posting stuff on paper plates. We don't use paper plates like for every single meal, typically just for like breakfast and maybe lunch. I don't know. I've also heard some things like consistently washing your dishes with hot water and running your dishwasher may not also be as environmentally friendly as people think. I don't know. I don't claim to know everything about the subject. I just know that a lot of us have been greenwashed to believe that we're terrible people for using paper plates. Anyway, I got hash browns just to keep in the freezer for breakfast. Some chicken nuggets for this week. Normally I get the pre-sliced Cracker Barrel cheese for Kira, but she'll have to slice it herself this week. They were out. I got her some turkey breast, some sugar-free lemon lime jello, and then these had like Walmart cash back. I don't know if you guys do Walmart grocery pickup or delivery. They somehow have partnered with IBOTTA to offer some IBOTTA deals within the app. It's usually not as much as you would get if you went into the store and used IBOTTA, so I don't know how much it's really saving me, but whatever. I got 2 chicken nuggets, 2 turkey and cheddar, some salsa. Adam always likes to have chips and salsa on hand, and we were out, but we still have tortilla chips, so I got more of that. Some Fairlife. So, okay, I'm like, why do I have 2 things? I think I ordered chocolate Fairlife milk and they substituted regular, which is fine. I wish they would have substituted another type of chocolate milk, but that's fine. We'll use it. And then just milk for recipes or cereal. I got some French onion dip. This is the kids' favorite kind, and there's like some plain chips in there that they can do that with. Some butter, so we're all out. This is gonna be my Celsius for tomorrow morning when I go to the airport, right, Murphy? Right, Murphy? Oh, hi, buddy. Are you so old? I was like, wait, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. And then we just got some more bread for the week. Some packing tape because I need to pack up a package to mail tomorrow. And I got a couple toothbrushes because I was looking at mine this morning and I'm like, when did I last change my toothbrush? I don't remember. I need another one. This one has like a cap on it. So I also thought maybe this would be good for travel as well. Have you guys seen those? I haven't. Okay, let me put this stuff away. I need to figure out what I'm gonna make for dinner. It's 5:45. I need to take the trash out. Hi, buddy. I love you. Okay, so we're gonna cook some stuff out of the freezer for dinner. This is a mess. I need to organize it a little bit better, but I know I have a bag of frozen biscuits in here somewhere, so I thought I would maybe make biscuits and gravy for supper. I also wanted to use up the rest of this ice cream to get it out of the freezer, so I did get a box of brownies at Walmart. I forgot to show you guys that, so I'll make those too. Okay, so I think I'm gonna make 6 biscuits. I'm probably not gonna eat biscuits and gravy. I'm gonna eat a salad or something. Actually, maybe I'll make 8. Nope, there's none left, so we're gonna make 9. Then we'll just refrigerate the leftovers. I also found a package of hash brown patties. I think there's 3 left in here, so I'll go ahead and make these in the air fryer. Okay, so I'm gonna make myself a salad. I got this sunflower chopped salad kit at Aldi. So I'm gonna use half of this, maybe some of this feta, I'm not sure yet, and then some of this leftover chicken. I honestly don't really like breakfast for dinner that much, but my whole family does. And so typically when I make it for them, I'll eat something different. But we did have some fruit on the side. And then to use up the ice cream, like I said, I'm trying this new brownie mix. I believe it was the Crusted brand. It's like brownies on the bottom with some cookie dough on the top. So I went ahead and baked those up, and then we had them with some ice cream for dessert, and you can hear the kids singing or something. This was right before I went to bed. I just thought it was cute. Good morning. Happy Monday. You know, I meant to get a lot more done yesterday. Don't I say that in every freaking weekend prep video? But one thing I do want to get done before I leave this morning, it's about 7:45 on Monday morning. I still need to get packed. I need to get my laptop bag together, all that stuff. One thing I really want to do is make a list, because I told Adam and the kids I would make a list of everything that's in the fridge for breakfast, lunches, and dinners. Actually, the fridge and the freezer. Just so they would have an idea of what they should be like prioritizing to eat this week. I did get a couple things from Walmart that I haven't washed yet, like these tomatoes. I already have these blueberries in here. I haven't washed them yet, and I think I'm gonna leave them because if I don't wash them, then they'll stay better longer. I'm not gonna wash these strawberries either. My family always tells me, hey, you don't need to wash all the stuff before you go out of town. We can just do it ourselves. So we'll see if when I come back Thursday, if everything is okay, if they've eaten it. Kind of doubt they will. Okay, so we've got hot dogs, sandwiches, stuff in here. One of the things I was actually gonna do is take some of this stuff out of the freezer here and put it downstairs that I know they're not gonna eat, just so they can easily see everything. Okay, so this is all the stuff I'm gonna take downstairs and put in the freezer. Some croissants, hash browns. I have some chicken wings from Good Chop, goat cheese bites, Real Good Foods, chicken nuggets. I got these so long ago and no one's eaten them. I'm gonna have to probably eat them myself. Isn't it funny, the things that you buy and you think that people will eat them and they just don't? Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna leave this out on the counter. So I listed out everything they could eat by breakfast, lunch, and dinner, fruit and vegetables. So we got bagels. They can make bagel sandwiches or bagels and cream cheese, cereal, Pop-Tarts. I got egg bites in the freezer, breakfast sandwiches, yogurt, fruit, toast, or English muffins. Lunch and dinner, they can make sandwiches, ham, turkey, tuna. I put a star by everything that's in the freezer, so we have all of the regular, like chicken nuggets, tater tots, pizza rolls. There's a couple meals of fettuccine Alfredo in there. Actually, I'm gonna put 2 of that. And then we got some mac and cheese and SpaghettiOs in the pantry. And then fruit and vegetables, some of this needs washed. Strawberries, blueberries, tomatoes, banana, apple, cucumbers, and peppers. So we'll see. I'll leave this out on the counter and see what happens. I'm kind of interested to see what happens this week. All right, so I got everything packed. I'm just gonna zip up this suitcase. I'm gonna take a sweatshirt with me. I'm like hot right now, so I'll just tie it around my waist, but I always like to take one on the plane because you never know what the plane's gonna be like. It could be freezing cold, or you could also need a pillow, in which case you can use your sweatshirt. All right, I'm on my way to the airport. Did I have any business stopping at Starbucks? Like, did I have time? No, not really. Did I do it anyway? Sure did. I also have to drop off a package to Bill. Thank you guys so much for spending the weekend with me. And if you want to see how I saved over 50 bucks on my grocery bill with IBOTTA, you can click on this video right here. You don't want to miss it.